now time for John Cena against Rob Van Dam in front of perhaps the most hostile crowd that...
Our next match will be contested under Extreme Rules.
First time that's ever happened. The man who had all nightstand. And like Heyman said, if a hostile crowd for John Cena. Get on, people. Okay. That's love. Playing with them right now. Just, toilet paper now.
Yeah. Off the Ropes be the podcast of mass destruction. Guess who's here for OGs of wrestling? Ain't no competition, we report, you gon' listen. Never no mercy, we bring the ring to the streets. If you don't know, you better find out. Off the Ropes, here to prove a point, #1 in the league. Bet you don't wanna tussle with us, know where to hide or run. Step in the ring, you're done, you're never stepping out again.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the Ropes representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So turn your back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Took your chances, now it's time to show you what's on. In the ring, off the ropes, best believe that we strong. Day in, day out, off the ropes for life. Shiznick, E-Wiz, Fats crew on the mic. Town be the city where we make our own rules. Stomping though you can't fit our shoes. Off the ropes, a crowd pleaser, conquering like Caesar. Lean on us like pizza when you need your wrestling re-up.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the ropes representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So turn your back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Folks, it's that time of year again. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Welcome to Off the Top Rope Podcast. Here we are. This is part 1 of 3 of the season finale. Yes, folks, is nearly upon us. As you may know, me and Big Mike over here to my left is going to be going after the covering the OTTR Championship tomorrow for AEW's Double or Nothing predictions. So get ready, get braced up for that. And more likely there will be a fallout tomorrow, because I know some people's going to be deep in their feelings tomorrow. But before we get into that, we're going to get into what we normally do best. Shout out to Anchor for giving us the podcast platform that we need to make a podcast here for OTTR. Excuse me, folks. I'm Blackheart, by the way. Uncle Fats finally, after the 2-week absence, is back in the building. And then we got supposedly Paper Champ, quote unquote, the only OTTR champion, also in the building with us today. Big Mike. That's the 2 weeks wrestling just transpired, and my mind's kind of been blown. I've been everywhere for the last couple of days, so pardon my French. What's going on with y'all, boys? Happy Memorial, happy season finale. Closing turnaround. This week is our last weekend before we go on break, and we come back. I think we all agreed to 2 weeks before SummerSlam. So SummerSlam is August 20th. So I'll give you guys the updated date on when we actually might come back to full swing. So nonetheless, what's going on with y'all fellas, man?
What's going on, guys? I am doing decent. I'm a little upset from other sports from last night, but I'm all right. All right.
Yeah. Knicks got smacked. We got smacked by Trey Ice in the Hawks. My Celtics, Taylor got a 50-piece last night.
Another one.
And the other one was the Clippers actually made a comeback from a 2-0 deficit and won against the Dallas Mavericks last night. Those are the only three I said that actually caught my attention. But that's neither here nor there. But that's it. But that's it. That's all that y'all really got to say. Some people are feeling a little disgruntled, but you should be happy for it. You should be happy for tomorrow, Mike. So
I'm excited for tomorrow, so I can completely shut everyone up.
Listen, shut them up, but you haven't shut me up. So good luck trying. Okay, so
well, they're using you to talk. They're using you to talk because
they don't need me to talk. They can talk for themselves. I'm the only one to survive that's left, so you can't say shit about me.
They all got smiggity smacked last week, and they're all holding on and praying that you beat me so they can say something because they all fought with smoke last week.
As Montez Ford said last night, he won and he got it. But before we start this thing off.
What's going on, Snap motherfuckers? Hi, I'm sorry. What's going on, paper chump?
Have you won anything yet? Have you?
Hold on, let me take a look at it.
Oh no.
I can't wait, but I got both victories.
Right.
Dukes. Until then, tomorrow you're gonna be watching as a fan, so you should be having the time of your life tomorrow. But me, Mike, Maverick, Carew, and you. Wait, actually, matter of fact, you are a part of that triple threat.
Yeah, he's a part of it. This is right up his alley. He basically got the pick stipulation. We doing AEW. This right down his alley.
We just right down his, but I mean, supposedly right down his alley. But what I told you last week, Mike, AEW are known for swerves. So I'm expecting a few swerves tomorrow that you and I might actually miss out on. So that's what I'm saying. And someone might actually lose tomorrow. Might actually. One match or two matches might actually throw the curve on this whole entire damn thing.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking that Battle Royal is going to probably decide.
That Battle Royal,
probably that match, or probably is going to probably throw a couple people off. Trust me. No, because I believe. Well, no, actually, matter of fact, we'll get into that. Let's just start to one Monday night.
Oh, well, can I give my introduction since everybody?
Oh, yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon to all my baconers and baconettes. Shout out to the OGTR family and the fellas. And this week has been it's been a good week, and I'm glad that we all doing the show. I can't wait to see who's going to be the winner for tomorrow's Double or Nothing or prediction, or who's going to be the champ. This is very exciting. I'm not a sore loser. I just want to clarify two things. Okay, let's just make this known that I am, regardless of who wins tomorrow, that Uncle Fast is the king of throwing out bets and challenges. Because if it wasn't for me coming at Big Mike for that belt, none of this shit would be happening right now. So let's just clarify that. It's not a sole loser thing. I'm just clarifying myself as the biggest instigator and provider of what violence and betting is all about in OTTR. I am the man when it comes to this. I'm the one that lights motherfuckers' asses on fire. No pun intended. But I'm just going to say this. And secondly, Mike, I want to give you a big, huge shout out because you have really came out of your show, bro. Ever since your belt has been on the line. You have sat by quiet for like 6 months. And ever since the challenge has been open, you have been very vocal, my friend. And I am very ecstatic about your energy. So that's why I'm just going to sit back and watch to see who the real champ is and who the paper champ or chump is. And I'm going to tell you right now, whoever wins, kudos, and whoever loses, I'm sitting in your fucking parade. I don't care what anybody has to say. If you ain't the champ, you're a chump, and I'm coming after you. And I mark my words. Come back after season 3, Uncle Fats will be the champ. Mark my words.
You mean by season 4, you will be the champ?
No, I said season 4, I'll be the champ.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear that last part. I'm sorry. And last but not least, Bobby Gunplay, who on his 64 Chevrolet Cadillac, parking in the parking lot madly. Always want to show up to the party. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, Bobby?
Hey man, you know I'm here. Hey, Bobby Westside, I'm here off the Top Road Pods. You know we here, man. About to roll up something good. Let's get into this shit. I'm here.
I like that.
He sounds like the Don talking right now. Some pimp shit.
Hey, listen, he's about to roll. I know you roll some shit. I'm about to go here and waiting for my folks to finish making their breakfast so I can go and do this.
I'm rolling up as we speak because I started the day off late. So, bear with me.
No, but I'm saying you and Gunplay are both rolling up or have rolled up. I haven't rolled up yet. I'm not going to do that until I'm ready to leave for work. But I'm about to make some bacon for the house because we're having a huge breakfast before I leave for work. So I got a lot of stuff going on. So we all making moves to this Memorial Weekend. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's get this move on there with Monday Night Raw then. The garbage heap of the week. Okay, so Monday Night Raw kicked off with the champion Bobby Lashley and MVP coming out to the ring. Another five new hosts, but they're all Snow Bunnies. So I call this the Snow Bunny edition. And someone in the group laughed at me about that. MVP has said that WWE is leaving the Thunderdome in July, and the almighty champion can be seen in person real soon. And Drew McIntyre interrupts him again and says that he wants a one-on-one rematch against Lashley for the title. Drew questioned if Bobby has the balls and asked if Bobby's girls if he had any or not, and and I don't know why he really tried to get them involved into it, but anyway, then Kofi Kingston comes out and interrupts. Kofi said that last week he pinned Lashley next in line for a WWE title match. Kofi then told Drew that he never got the one-on-one rematch as he rightfully deserved, and he actually had a valid point about that too, especially after that 9-second squash by Brock Lesnar. We all know what the hell happened back then. But Drew has been given multiple opportunities and lost each and every time. He got another point. Adam Pearce comes out to interrupt himself and then announces that McIntyre versus Kofi will happen that night, and the winner will go on to face Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in June. What's come to find out that Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston in the DQ disqualification, Lashley at the Bobby Lashley interferes. So they prolonged this name for another week. Okay, so Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley failed to beat Nikki Cross in 2 minutes. So Nikki is declared the winner. That was garbage heap, garbage trash. Terrible booking. Just terrible booking. How the hell a champion cannot beat someone that hasn't been on TV in 6 months in 2 minutes?
Well, Nikki Cross is she's not a slouch. So, let's just make that plain and simple. I didn't mean to interrupt, but she's not a slouch. I think what they do with Nikki Cross is unfair because she can be very vital for the women's division. It's just that who's I hate to say it, like she's hard to understand when she talks. So her promos is what's really keeping her from really being on the roster right now. It's not like she doesn't have the moves or the skills. It's like when she gets amped, it's like that whole Irish shit comes out and nobody understands nothing. So she's the female bushwhacker. You know what
Sheamus.
No, because you can understand Sheamus, but you can't understand Nikki.
There's a lot more. So
like, she has the ability to do everything. Like she's not a slouchy wrestler, and everybody knows that she can hold her own. But when it comes to doing promos and talking with the mic, nobody understands anything that she's saying because her accent is too strong. So she gets put to the side, and then she gets booked in matches like this, just to keep her afloat, and that's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't surprised about this whole Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross thing because Nikki Cross has never been a pushover. And we can all say that. Even when she teamed with Alexa Bliss before they parted ways, she's never been a pushover. She's always had that fire in the ring. And once she can get her promos and her talking better, I can see her becoming a potential women's champion later on. But that depends on whether or not if WWE is going to do that. But you know how they are. They'll fire your ass and then rehire you 3 weeks down the road.
Well, let's just hope and pray that doesn't happen with her. But I mean, this juncture, if you're a champion, you just got the belt and you just beat 2 of the top stars on Raw at a pay-per-view, and then now you can't beat technically someone that has not been on TV in nearly after this whole damn pandemic, or ever since the whole Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss team kind of split. She's been in the loss in the midst too. So to have her to out 2 minutes, yeah, I get your point about that. But still, for a champion, that makes you look at that champion like she's about to lose that belt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what kind of look at it from that way. But
who's she gonna lose the belt to?
Yeah. Adam Pearce then announces a rematch between McIntyre and Kingston for next week's Raw. The winner would go on to face Bobby Lashley for the championship at Hell in a Cell, which is this is prolonging this whole damn thing. So we all know what the fuck's gonna happen. Sorry, Kofi. They're gonna put this Scottish white man before you. Sorry, just I don't have to be the one to say it. I am gonna say it because if that was the case, we would have had a decisive winner that night. Now have to do the whole nother rematch next week. Anyway, that's just me. Then of course, I don't know if someone was trying to say something before I kind of butted in. So whoever that was saying that, you can go ahead.
No, I already think they'll try to make a three-way. It's gonna be Kofi versus McIntyre versus Lashley. That's what's gonna happen. You won't get that one of Lashley versus Kofi, which would have been good for the black community, but
that's that bullshit.
Yeah, but
it's all Kofi McIntyre. It's like he's whining little bitch.
Okay.
I know he lost the belt. How many times he wants to get that? How many times have you ever seen him get more opportunity? He always asks for that every single week.
We see already as this since last year.
Well, even before then, I mean, if you look at all the, I'm gonna make this real sweet so we can move on. Yeah. And this is something for everybody to think about. Look at all the white champions that have held either the Universal or the World Heavyweight. Every time when they lose, they have a tantrum. Triple H, John Cena, Edge, CM Punk. This goes on and on. I mean, he doesn't identify himself as black, which is fucked up, but that's their own black. But then it's like we haven't really had a black champion since Bobby Lashley, Ahmed Johnson, so that's well over 20 years. You got Kofi Kingston. They don't want to consider themselves black because he's Jamaican. I mean, all this shit is fucked up. And it's like every single white savior gets the green light to act like a little bitch for the belt, and they get put over every single time. Once Bobby Lashley loses that belt, I guarantee he's not going to get another title shot. And we know that. Look what the fuck they doing with Kofi Kingston. But the only reason why they do it for Kofi because Kofi is the whipping boy. No disrespect. but he's willing to do the shit that most black folks ain't gonna do. He's not gonna kick. He's gonna kick the ass.
I said nobody wants to see Kofi Mania 2.
Shit.
I don't.
The sequels are never better than the originals. Nobody wants to see that again.
He got a point. He got a point about that. But
if you really want to keep it funky,
the same thing about the Dark Knight though. Knight took over. Dark Took over. Okay, Batman Begins. So some sequels are great. There's other ones that just can't live up to that expectation.
You know why I'm not? Because we all are wrestling fans, and I know that all of y'all popped when Kofi came out for that. Yeah. Oh shit! Here comes Kofi, and that fire serious promo that Kofi popped. Come on.
The promo is fine. The promo is always fine.
Wait. And plus, more importantly, ever since Kofi has started getting involved in this WWE title picture, their viewership has been up since. So maybe that's a key to some of their little success. But if they would have done their booking the right way when it comes to certain people, having this whole ratings draw problem. But then again, look what happened Monday night anyway when it comes to the NBA playoffs. People's going to be too more to basketball than wrestling.
Right, but then you also fail to realize you got someone who's really promoting videos. In this generation, you laughing, but PCs. You got a wrestler in the likes of Kofi.
All right, so can I ask you a question then? I've actually had that cereal.
I haven't.
Dukes?
I want to buy it, but I haven't.
I'm taking Mike Hazen, of course. Bobby Gunplay is never going to touch that shit, and I never even been there about.
I know better above me.
Smoking and they're not supposed to. Yeah.
No, it's time for Uncle Fast to go do the baking. But what I was gonna say, I'm gonna say this real quick. The reason why I made this statement is because I think it was either Cyber Yeti and I think Big Mike had chimed in on it. Like Kofi Kingston and the New Day, like they set a standard for themselves by tapping into other things that kind of boosted up their fan base. And believe it or not, I agree with Gunplay. Nobody wants to see Kofi Mania 2. But when you got a group of people who the game streaming and then you're promoting things that are different, everybody nowadays are perverts. Let's just get that right. These regular fans are stuck on the aggression era where the pillow fights, the lingerie matches, Jerry King Lawless antics, and the whole nine have been embedded into our minds. That's what's comical and what's funny. So you got three guys who literally tap into that, and with Kofi with his fire promos, it just adds more flavor and a different look to what's being done. So who doesn't want to see that raw, rugged type of funniness with the promos? This guy's promoting threes and the whole nine. And it's like you're taking a little bit of the Godfather with the New Day and the antics, and then you're adding it to the title contention. Like, you can't go wrong with it. But overall, Kofi's size is just not going to cut it in this freeway. It's just a slot for him to fill. And it sucks, but, I mean, without the promos, it's just a regular, ordinary-ass match.
True that. And I got to blame Big Show, you dude, for giving Kofi Kingston that big-ass chop to his chest that fucked up his bicep. Really wasn't for that, man. He probably would have been fine, but no, you had to chop off his shit. But I got someone that dudes will. I got someone that dudes will get pissed off at. Charlotte, Oscar. I know how he feels about that. So Adam Pearce goes. He's backstage. He tells Bob MVP that if they interfere in the McIntyre and Kingston match next week, they'll be suspended for 90 days without pay. So we're going to see him decide to win the next week, if anything else. Cedric Alexander defeated Shelton Benjamin. I don't know what they're going to do with these two, but let's just hope and pray that they're not going to be the bottom of the barrel. But someone's going to tell me that they just might do it. Riddle defeated Xavier Woods hey, yo, if y'all would have seen that, I said, I can see Riddle turn heel when the fans come back. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but this gave me a little tiny baby shade of what we could see from Riddle and RKO. And RKO can do the opposite of what Riddle is doing to others. Imagine Riddle be a more serious fighter, and he turned into a cynical, conniving bastard. Like I said, you add an layer to a goofy character, you make him seem legit, more legitimate than his background is anyway. But at least certain fans can see the evolution in the different layer being put upon this one character. Let's just see. I told myself to see what they take in this, but I respect what they did. But thank God for anyone giving the rebuttal. Do not ever use my do not again. So shout out to Randy for that one. So we got Riddle versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship being made official for Hell in a Cell. I told you that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Riker defeated tag team champion AJ Styles with some help from Elias after the match was over. Omar took out Elias. You guys see this big guy trying to run? Just so embarrassing. I'm sorry. Listen to Paul Heyman's advice, Vince. Accentuate the positives and hide the weaknesses. Jesus Christ. Okay. The United States champion Sheamus to defeat Humberto Carrillo again. After the match was over, Sheamus kept attacking Humberto until Ricochet made the save. Can I see a true threat between these three people? Yes. Give me this, please. Okay. Now we got the main event. Terrible main event. Do we even talk about this? No. The champion championships against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler to retain. But after the match is over, Shayna blames Reginald for the loss, and Shayna challenges Reginald to an intergender match for next week. Clearly, as Reginald's walking up the ramp towards the end, big fire coming from the side of the ramp. Supposedly he gets blindsided. What is it with this? It's what I don't fucking understand. Anyway, about fucking time I can see this tag team breaking up. Thank God. Just Nia take the sugar daddy and then beat the sugar mama. And they transform Nia Jax into Sugar Mama from Proud Family, I'ma die laughing. I'm really gonna die fucking laughing if they do that shit because that tells you that they really have no plans for her. So and then that's all we get for Monday Night Raw. The trash heap of everything the fuck you even think of, it happened. I don't know what anybody else got anything to say about that, but y'all got the floor.
4 trash cans out of 5.
4 trash cans out of 5. Mike?
3.
Damn, you have to give it mercy. Dukes? 2 shits in the 20 plus?
You know it, baby.
And Uncle Fats. Yeah, he might be in the back actually cooking up his bacon, so he might not hear us very well. Now we was talking about the end of Monday Night Raw. People was giving their grades out, and everybody called it a heaping pile of garbage.
What do you mean?
Me from Monday Night Raw, like the whole show, just like in general, like.
Man, that shit, look at that shit in deep.
Out of 5, how many trash cans?
How many trash cans? I give that bitch 20 trash cans with no flush.
20 trash cans and no flush. That sounds like a hobo taking the shit in Central Park.
That's right. That's right. You leave all that bullshit right there. You don't let that shit travel with you.
Okay, cool. Let's go into Tuesday then. Let's go into NXT. Okay, let's go into NXT then. Fuck it. Okay. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart had defeated Dakota Kai and the NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez. After the match was over, Raquel attacked Shotzi and power slams her to the plexiglass and the ring post, and Ember Moon is defenseless as Dakota Kai is making see what they're doing to her tag team partner. So I don't know what's going to transpire with this, but we'll see what happens with this. Okay. Pete Dunne defeats Bobby Fish, returning Bobby Fish, by the way, who just came back from injury. So after that match was over, Pete kept attacking Fish afterwards. So there's going to be a program between Pete Dunne. I can see that match happening. But Pete Dunne has outlived his time in NXT. He needs to go to the main roster.
Really?
There's certain people that's in that main. There's certain people that's in NXT right now that needs to go. Like that needs to go.
I don't like Pete Dunne, so I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't, but there's gonna be other people in that locker room in NXT that have out experience and that have outgrown their ceiling, and then they need to go to the main roster. Despite how people may feel about the main roster, I'm like, listen, man, they ain't got no other choice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying for him and one person who I'm gonna name up later, which I'm probably gonna figure it out by that time period. Next we got Mercedes Martinez defeating Zayda Raymer. After that match was over, Mercedes is marked on her hit lead. I don't know how to feel about this, but I'm gonna treat this the way that I'm gonna treat the hit roll thing that I had agreed to a couple of weeks ago. I said I give it 4 weeks for that. I'm gonna give it 4 weeks for this too. Next we get to Ted DiBiase and Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes spending money fast all the way out. They had $1 million face-off. No $1 million championship was brought into the fruition. That kind of sucked. So then they're whole going back and forth, all this type of stuff. LA Knight then interrupts and gets in it with Cameron Grimes. Grimes told LA to leave the ring or else he's gonna get his ass whipped to the moon. LA took out Grimes. DiBiase told Grimes he still has a lot to learn as he does his trademark and walks out the ring. Money, money, money. Then we get the world premiere, the in-ring debut. Monette defeating Cora Jade, which I'm actually kind of surprised they let her keep her attire from Impact and let her rock it here. So that's good news. So there's not a total repackaging, so at least they give her a little bit of shades of herself in this. Because you know how WWE does. Anytime we go into that company, you will automatically reshape the fuck up the way that to the way that they want you to. So I'm actually she was even getting a little love tap. And like, like you can wear some of your attire and stuff like that, but certain things that we are gonna have you do might be different. So I was actually kind of surprised. I saw the attire that she had on that night. Gorgeous, gorgeous jacket, by the way. I'm sorry, man. I was like, damn, like you spent all that for a debut that you were gonna be in the ring for 5 minutes. Anyway, that's just me. Next week, celebrate his NXT North American title win, but Santos Escobar interrupts. Escobar tells Bronson that the North American title represents Mexico, and it will soon belong to him. Legado del Fantasma surrounded Bronson, but the NXT Tag Champions MSK come out to even the odds. They flee, and Legado del Fantasma flee the scene. Then you got NXT General Manager William Regal announcing that Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Johnny Gargano in the triple threat match will be set for next week, with the winner getting a title shot at the NXT Champion at NXT TakeOver in your house. Then we get the main event. Karrion Kross goes one-on-one with Finn Balor in a brutalizing I can't say hellacious match. It didn't really go all over the place, but it was really a TV special type of championship fight that I'm going to say if I saw one. Karrion Kross, of course, was going to get the win, obviously, defeating Finn Balor championship. And here's what I'm going to say this too. Finn Balor needs to go to the main roster now. He definitely outstayed his welcome.
He wanted to go to the main roster, so.
But as I say it now, he needs to go now.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's only certain, like you saw him, Tommaso Ciampa. Certain people in that locker room right now that's been down there ever since the beginning, they need to go. Apparently, some people don't want to go. Some people had to make concerns, as we all said in this podcast for many, many times before.
I mean, but who would you replace those guys with? Like, if you move them up to the main roster,
that's the reason why they go out and sign so many damn people.
Check me out.
They work their damn program to get someone to be a star so they can go on to the main event to work for Vince.
Right.
But if he's still gonna be alive.
Check me out. It's like the NBA. They can't help they got all the best players. You know what I'm saying? In the fucking world. Yeah, you can go play in China or some shit, but if you want to be the best, you got to come to the NBA, right? So now, say you move these guys up from NXT that been there since the beginning, the Garganos, the Ciampas, the Balors, even the Coles, you know, to move up. That means you got to get rid of the fucking Apollo Crews and shit you just did with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, not really.
Who would you replace? That's my question. Who would you replace?
I mean, not really.
Though, have to sit his ass down. You know, you got Morrison. Like, there's only so many spots there. I'm tired of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Okay, all right, but think about it though. How many people can we say in the main roster can go back to NXT, refurbish their careers again? Give it like 2 years, right? So like I give it a 2-year max for someone to go from the main roster back, rejuvenate themselves, and then they're going to have no other choice to come back to the main roster.
Finn Balor.
No. I had to guess. I would send Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn back down and Shinsuke.
I was Rude and Ziggler.
I mean, there's several people that we can send back to NXT to try to help them out to make them somewhat legitimate. And also having them rejuvenate their careers too. Oh, Damian Priest, man. Oh man, they called him out at a pretty bad time. But then again, I don't know what to think of him. I don't know what to think of him anymore.
No, listen. Let me say this because I've heard everybody.
Okay.
Send back Damian Priest, you fucking stupid. I'm gonna say this. If you're gonna do that, I will bring down Dolph and Rude. Just because of the fact that how they've been doing that kind of veteranship in NXT will help you up and coming. And when you can do that, then you can send them back to the main roster the way they can have that type of contention.
Mm-hmm.
I like how NXT is doing where they're taking the vets and bringing them down, not the sign of disrespect, but just the sign of leadership. Obviously, you're bringing something to the table. But my thing is, I don't want to see talents like Damian Priest get called up, and then all of a sudden you put them in a good storyline, and afterwards you ain't got nothing to show for it. Bronson Reed needs to come up to the main roster. I feel like him and PP can be a great tag team, not similar to like Earthquake and Typhoon, but more agile and quick. Because we need some type of dominance, and we need something different. And if you can pull that off, then you know what I'm saying. You can have the Adam Coles and Finn Balor, and then that whole, I guess, pre-Bullet Club type of look through with the whole. What's his name? AJ Styles and Omos. Yeah, and then, you can kind of feed off of that. The way it brings back that nostalgia of like the DX/NWO feel. And by that time, the crowd will come back. The crowd will be back. And then it'll help with the ratings. But the question is, where would you put them? Would you put them on SmackDown?
And that's where they got the most problems with, because looking at both those locker rooms, you already got like at least a good 40% that's already booked for television. I'll say about another 40% would have to be jobbers, and 20% be on the C-list shows, which is like the main event, live and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they need to downsize first in order for them to start bringing up these NXT call-ups so they can have legitimate spots, so they got something to do. Bring people up, and then you're trying to get them going within a month. I could have sworn WWE was known for building up stars, even if it took them a year. And they want to do
because
it
the
in
only
less than a
difference
fucking
is
month.
that,
And then
though,
I'm like, bro, that's way too quick.
but the only reason why that went well, bro, was because of the fact that there was no pandemic.
Right.
You know
And
what
I
I'm saying? There
understand
was
that.
nothing.
But
There was nothing
WWE
to
should not be
hold.
going against their own formula to try to build the stars quicker than ever. It's like doing, it's like a mom and pop store trying to go and become a chain restaurant.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you talking about you all talking about the pandemic around how the superstars, how NXT call-ups and things like that. But before the pandemic hit, name me a superstar that call-up that was actually successful.
Seth Rollins.
And look how long ago he was a call-up.
But look what he was doing in NXT compared to what he was doing anywhere else before he got to the main roster. And then looking at the predicament in the main roster during that time period that he got up there, they had to do something within those couple of years. Because as we all thought, the Shield wasn't going to be around forever, right? When all three of them went their separate ways, we all asked that question. Okay, where are they going to go? Who out of all three of them was going to be the first champion? And that was Seth. They saw more something in him. They didn't see the same thing in Roman now than what they did back then just yet. I'm sorry, God bless his soul. He was just turning to the next Brian Pillman.
I can see that.
So that's all I had to say about that. So much of people want to say the whole comparison to Dean Ambrose and Stone Cold. I'm like, false. Brian Pillman and him, they had a great ass tag team, and that shit would have went on fire. But that's just me.
But all reason I'm saying is like this: everything that what NXT have done before the pandemic, the call-ups, this has been destroyed. Even from Asuka, like from her whole run, her first year. What happened? She got called up, and what took place? This man was like this. You know what? Let me put a little Charlotte Flair on your ass.
No, dog.
Let's beat down a couple notches.
Why do you think there's two different philosophies when it comes to Triple H and Vince? You know what I'm saying? So obviously when we see that happen, we all was like, okay, this is Vince McMahon call. This is the Triple H's call.
So that's just tell you right there. So anybody that comes up from NXT, Vince McMahon's going to destroy you.
Listen, it's really what the old man wants, he's gonna get. There's no question.
Man, fuck that old man. He needs to get kicked in the balls and thrown off the point blank field. Just make it happen. I got a car. You want to meet up with me in like someplace that we can really go to the headquarters? This man up in death.
Facts. I'll be the one holding the camera and screaming out "World Star!"
and then I'm gonna look at Vince McMahon and be like, "What's up, my nigga?" Yeah, and I'm gonna do the Booker T. Tell me he didn't just say that.
Yeah, I'll be yelling out the window. Yeah, Vince, he said that. Just to be the instigator. Just, oh, what you gonna do, man? You got angry ass, big ass fan that's right on your back, boy.
Can I ask my fellow OTTR brothers a quick question, real quick?
Sure. Okay.
So we WWE been coming up with the new shows, trying to find the treasure and shit like that, like old, like the memorabilia that they're trying to put back into the company, right? So I know some of y'all been watching it. Now, did you see the one with Mick Foley?
A&E documentary ones?
No. The one where where they use the wrestlers to go around the country or wherever with with the big guy from Hit Row, and they literally go and they try to get back like original memorabilia that they wore in a wrestling match, so that the
yeah. That show's on A&E too. Hidden Treasure, something like that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you see the one with Mick Foley, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went to go get Mr. Sarko and some other shit. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because this ties into my statement with the whole Vince McMahon thing. Now, Vince McMahon, you all respect, what he has done for the business, but it's like, dude, did you see the disdain, like disgusted look he had on his face when he saw Mick Foley? It's like, dude, you have one of the originators of hardcore that not only helped your business, but catapulted your hardcore division, if you want to call that, or that gory side of wrestling to where it's at now. And then you got to look at this man like in disgust, like he's nothing. And to me, that's a problem. Yeah, so what? So what if he gets on your nerve? This man put his life on the line for your fucking business. And you can't even smile and with respect. You got to do it with a disdain look on his face, like, why are you here? Like, bitch. Now, see, I say that because that ties into my statement. I can't be someone like the likes of Mick Foley, be like, have a nice day. I'm going to put that soccer on and I'm going to put that shit in your mouth and I'm going to make you pass the fuck out again. Like, your attitude has to change when it comes towards those that literally have fought and put their lives and career on the line for your business and for the sake of your business. That's my statement. That's the reason why I'm not going to say hatred, but my strong dislike for this man is becoming stronger and stronger week after week because he has no respect for those that have put their life on the line for him. So to me, it's like, what's the point? So every time when I get on this podcast, it's fuck this with me. I don't give a fuck. I hope Stephanie and Triple H are listening to it because next year when OTTR goes to WrestleMania, I hope you see me. I really do. Because I'm going to have some words for that old, wrinkled, crinkled, french fry ass of his. You need to go sit the fuck down somewhere and go fuck your wife until y'all pass out. And let your children take over the business. And
you will really fuck Linda McMahon?
No, I want Vince McMahon to fuck his wife.
So you're going to...
There's nothing wrong with a little foreplay.
I don't know about the whole stimulating part, but kind of weird, if you ask me, to see some two senior citizens going at it like rabid dogs.
I like old people. I like cougars and milfs and milfs and all that shit.
Eddie Ford and what's her face? One of the Golden Girls. I forgot.
No, listen. The slut in Golden Girls, she definitely would have got it.
Oh my god. No.
Definitely would have got it. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. Folks.
Listen, there ain't no shame in my
Don't become a Kendall, okay? Don't become a Kendall, okay? No, that's the one thing I'm scared about.
I'll fuck you up for that. No, I'll fuck you up for saying that shit.
No, you won't. Because we heard him too. We heard him say the similar shit too, and that's what maybe he got like. Yeah, that's why I was like, just whatever that you do, don't go too far.
First of all, Kendall is not a real man. If you can't show your face to a bunch of other grown men to have a decent conversation, you're not a real man. That's a little fucking boy. That's different.
He had a mustache. You got to have a mustache.
He ain't got a mustache. And
he barely even had a mustache, bro. Stop.
He ain't got a neck. He can't breathe. How the fuck you gonna take somebody that ain't got no neck serious? You can't choke him. If you wanted to hang their ass, you can't do nothing. You have to hard tie him by the foot and hang him upside down.
You have to do like a Bradshaw, just give him a big boot to the face, you know what I'm saying, and maybe a clothesline from hell too.
No, listen. If you sweet chin Kendall, you're not getting nothing. Where in the neck are you going to literally like connect? You would have to hit him square on the top of his head and snap it in half. Or like I said, if you hard tied his ass and hung him upside down, that would stretch his neck. That would cause his neck to pop out. You ever see one of them juice bottles where they fall and then the top part kind of sinks in, but you got to pull it out and just sort of pop. That's Kendall's neck. All that All that weight is just sucking in the fat, so you can't do nothing. That's why he didn't want to show his face. I ain't got time for that. Show your face, bro.
Okay. Let's get into SmackDown. Smack his face down to the concrete ground. All right, Uncle Fats. All right, man. Yeah, let's get into SmackDown. So SmackDown came on before AEW Dynamite. Okay. So the Usos now back one night, supposedly for one night. They also had to feed the Street Profits. The Universal Champion Roman Reigns had a word with his cousins before the match and basically letting Jay know, you better let your brother know whose side is you on. And he still haven't done it. Jay conflicted in tug of war. He's right in the middle of it. No, you're supposed to be with me. Bro, I'm your brother. Nah. You know what I mean? They got this man emotionally conflicted into this man, and I just love it. I love the storyline that they're doing because this makes you feel like some shit that you could be experiencing at home. You know what I'm saying? So this hits home for certain people. So I know people, are totally involved, into this.
Can I
Next, we
that
got
from the family that I was right. Can I just get that I was right about this whole Usos and head of the table shit?
That he didn't go to the program yet.
Yes, can I? Yes, can I say that? Can I get that, please? Because I said that from the jump. When Jay comes back, it's going to be a problem. I said that. The people's like, no, he's just going to hop right in. And I said, no, he's not.
I said he was going to have to go through the program. I said he might go through what's similar to what Jay went through if he wanted to actually not be by himself, and then he knows that the numbers are against him, and then what other choices he has but decide with his family. That's what I said. But mine didn't come into fruition just yet. But you did have a point about that though. So you get all the credit.
Wait. Uncle Fast, I remember you said this. That we might have to see Roman versus Jimmy type of match what y'all did to
I said that. No, I said that might happen. I said that might happen if he gets and doesn't fall into line, doesn't kiss his ass. Roman might have to beat the brains in off of Jimmy the same way that he did to Jay to get him to fall into line. But things is different now. I may be family, but I still whoop your ass. Similar to you and Uncle Fats.
But what if he doesn't though? What if Jimmy really gives him that ass whooping to where it's like, okay.
Listen, he's gonna get his licks and chops in, but he's not gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I understand where you're coming from, but not in this case. In a whole nother universe, maybe, but in this universe, no.
In a whole other universe, I like that.
In a whole nother universe, you'll probably get that the way that like you exactly has said it. Just might, but in this case, I'm sorry. I wanted to take that, but I can't because you already know that's like a wolf ticket.
But still, I'm just saying he's not letting this shit go freely.
Right.
That's all I've been saying. Like, okay, he comes back. He's not going to just hop in and be like, okay, you're the head of the table. To Jimmy, you still got to prove something, bro. And if I got to fight you to show you that I'm not Jay, that's what. So be it. And I'm all for that. And I think that's a smart idea because now that means Roman really has to prove himself again for him to really be considered the head of the table. And that's why I said, what makes you think that Jimmy might not pull the upset and get a W over Roman, not for the belt, but just for the principle, something that Jay couldn't do. You get what I'm saying? Now there's a conflict of issue in the head of the table where it's like, okay, I'll follow and lead, but just understand, you got to talk with respect. You got to treat us like we're equal. Yeah, you're the head of the table, but what we say matters. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the end-all, be-all result. Like, Roman will still be the head of the table, but now you got two cousins who you have to see eye to eye with. It can't just be what I say goes. Or what Paul Heyman and I talk about is the end-all, be-all. And that's where I'm getting at. So who knows? It could be that way. It could not. But I feel like Jimmy got something up the sleeve for his big cousin Roman, and I'm excited.
Okay. All right. Next up, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Natalya Intimate defeating Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. It was an okay match. I miss Ruby Riott. Matter of fact, man, I don't know what they're not seeing in her, but they got something in her. Anyway, the Usos backstage to Adam Pearce and basically made the case. Well, Jimmy made the case that now that they won tonight's match, like, yo, hook us up with the winners of the SmackDown Tag Team Championships next week. And Adam Pearce agrees and made it official. So they're going to be in line to take the belts against whoever the champion is later on that night. SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair defeats Carmella. Michael Cole accidentally calls her Bellanca. Wow. Michael Cole isn't fired, bro. I am shocked. If he's not fired, I am shocked. And Bayley mocked Cole for that and told him to laugh with her. Yo, Bayley is still on fire, despite not her being like, on TV like how she was with the whole pandemic era that first started. But she still got some craft. I respect it. Michael Cole, you fucked up. You fucked up with this one, pal. Us black delegation, man, we do not respect you for that. I don't. Shit, I don't. If you were fucked up my name, I would have went outside, looked at you, grabbed you, you know what I'm saying? Grabbed you by your collar. You're not fucking.
Who's to say that Montez didn't do that after the show? Yo, don't call my wife out of her name again, bro.
And don't you be fucking up my wife's name. She's a champion. You respect her. Put some respect on her name.
Yeah, you want that smoke? You better drop the red cups.
Yeah, man, you better get that smoke. All right. Next, we got Seth Rollins coming out in another crazy ass outfit that he had on. And shit like that. All these damn suits. This reminds me of Two-Face. He just reminds me of Two-Face from Batman. Okay? So I can actually kind of respect the fact that trying to go another way with Rollins. Now, can I ask y'all a serious question? Is it working for y'all?
Not so much.
A little bit. He's Seth Rollins, so he gets the benefit of the doubt. But
right. He kind of proved himself to all of us, so it's kind of hard not to.
If this what they giving him, then all right.
Well, Seth Rollins blames the fans for brainwashing Cesaro into thinking he can look right through him and into thinking that he deserves opportunities that he did not earn. And he tried to call him out, try to bring him out, but I forgot, he's not backstage. I whooped his ass last week and nearly got him on the shelf. So that was Seth Rollins' promo that he did in the ring. Then Kevin Owens went on one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews. He basically whipped the shit out of him until Commander Aziz gets involved and interferes. And Aziz hit Owen with a Nigerian nail to the throat, and Kevin Owens is selling that like a motherfucker. I mean, like he's just about to die. Okay, he can't fucking breathe his damn self. So I find that kind of funny, but a bit of overselling if I ever really saw one. But if you're Commander Aziz, if you're this big Commander goofball, you gotta be able to make him look dangerous and powerful. Not with that goofy ass, at least with some type of maneuver set. But let's just see.
They gave him Umaga's moveset, bro.
I know. Umaga and Rusev. Umaga and Rusev did the fusion dance. and Al-King Commander Aziz. That's funny. Then we get Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Chad Gable. King Corbin tried to come out during the match to take back his crown. Just when you thought it was successful, Rick Boogs comes out and hits him with the wrist and gets blindsided by Shinsuke Nakamura. Corbin's down. He takes back the crown. So this whole thing for a goofy crown. This is not a championship. So can I ask y'all a question? Would y'all fight for this crown or would y'all fight for the 24/7 title?
You know what? That's a good question. I might fight for the crown.
Because I'm feeling like they are insulting Shinsuke with this now, and now I'm like, this ain't making me feel any better about him.
All right.
I remember people say that championships are props and stuff like that. You know how wrestlers nobody said that championships are props, right? But you look at this crown that's supposed to be a prop for Corbin, even though he 2 years ago, and he still got that, and he still got the gimmick, and he never really been pushed up to the fucking moon.
All right, I'll pardon you. I'm not proud.
Okay, who got people talking in the background?
I thought that was someone talking. That's why I stopped.
It definitely wasn't. And I could have sworn Deuce was about to say something, but then I don't know what happened.
I thought Deuce was about to say something.
Yo,
right, so I don't know what's going on.
Y'all hear me?
That's why I try to tell you, man, be in a secluded area, please.
I am.
That's me. I'm cooking bacon, bro. I told you.
Sizzling bacon, man. Well, then send me over a couple strips. Anyway, go ahead, dude.
Yo, like I said, I'd rather fight for the crown than to actually fight for the belt. Because I'd rather not be labeled as another R-Truth.
Y'all gonna kill me with this stupid shit, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You go for the belt, you can always get a fucking crown. Okay? You go for the belt. So what? This is 24/7 champ. If you want to be a real champ, you take the belt and then you revitalize it. The fuck? I don't want no crown. I can play myself without a fucking crown.
Whoa. You said you want to fight for the belt.
I rather fight for the belt too because I could go and buy my ass a fucking crown and call myself King. Right. I mean, King Blackheart.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That a crown is more of a prop, but championship is actually supposed to be a prestigious thing. People will fight for a trophy. Okay, people will fight for a trophy, a medal, and championship belt. I never seen a fucking crown.
You take one wrestler, and you probably might know them, and you probably might know who it is. There's one wrestler I can say since the King of the Ring started that won the King of the Ring and didn't follow by the King of the Ring. He didn't follow by that. He went on to win the championship, and that was Stone Cold Steve Austin. His claim to being the king was Austin 316 said, "I just whooped your ass." And then after that shit went global the following fucking Monday. And then all of a sudden, he's fighting for the championship against Shawn Michaels. You don't need a crown to declare yourself a king. You just got to whoop ass, claim what's yours, and then go get the fucking belt. And then after you get the belt, then you're all hell King Booker. You don't need, listen, you can get a crown anywhere. The belt is more prestigious than a fucking crown. Because a belt, you have to whoop my ass for it. You can go buy a crown. You can claim yourself as the king.
I'd rather take a crown to buy a crown. I'd rather take a crown.
Listen, this isn't the medieval times where you can be deemed a king and then someone can actually craft you out a real ass crown and shit like that. Nowadays, come on now. I'd rather fight for the belt.
I'd rather get the belt. I'd rather take that 24/7 belt 650 times.
Right. Why do you think? Right. And why do you think I made an OTTR belt? Why would I, in my right mind, make an OTTR crown instead and have me and Mike fight for that? That's stupid.
Yeah, because that would be dumb. Because then that means Burger King would have to get involved, and then next we'll be on Burger King for a lifetime, and then it's not going to be fair because the skinny person is going to win, and all the fat people in the group are going to get mad. Hell no! You put the belt on the line. Bro, everybody's equal, bro. Nobody's exempt, and may the best man win. That's how you know who the champ/king is. A crown don't mean shit, bro.
Thank you.
We see movies of medieval times where motherfuckers are kings, and then you got a lonely peasant that comes up and literally makes that crown look like shit. It's not the crown; it's the person that's wearing it that makes the champion. And if
it's the person that makes the champion what it is.
The champ is the king. Period. Fuck the crown, bro. I want that belt. Strap it on my shoulder. Strap it around my waist. And let's pop it. What's up? I'll take the 24/7.
Fuck out in public with a championship belt right in their fucking crown.
Because people look at you like, who are you the king of? You ain't the king of me.
Right, bitch. I was like, you the king of shit, man. You the king of probably getting your ass beat.
It's like, no, it's like, who would you, it was like, okay, it's like everybody in the group, who would you take serious? A motherfucker that got a crown on his head, or a motherfucker that got a belt on his shoulder or around his waist?
End the story. Damn. Drop the mic, walk away. Next, we got Adam Pearce announcing that Apollo Crews versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship is set for next week. And Pearce has banned Commander Aziz for ringside. So we get a one-on-one title match next week. So we got 2 title matches for the next SmackDown. Rey Mysterio got attacked backstage. Crews said that they had nothing to do with it. Obviously, the fuck that they did. How stupid are you? Like, are y'all kidding? Like, come on. Especially during that whole commercial break. You mean tell me that you did not go back there, whip his ass, walk out to the ring, no intro. You were already in the ring, nevertheless.
Wait. I can sit there and say it might be the Usos.
Shut the hell up.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Just shut up. Like, no. You said the Usos.
I said Jay.
No, you said the Usos. Not just one. You made plural, not singular.
I meant the Usos. Look at it.
You must be out your goddamn mind. What in your Samoan / Black says that?
All right. One. Who's getting the belts next week? Who got an opportunity next week to actually win tag team titles?
Point 2.
Huh?
Point 2.
So from that being said, that's just automatically just giving. All right, you know what? The series going to win. It's going to look like, all right, it's going to be the good guys versus the bad guys. Who could be the more heels of all SmackDown?
You're a goofball, dude. you are a mark if I ever would have known one. And now that I know the terminology in full, you are a total fucking mark.
You just called this dude a mark-ass buster?
I called him a mark. I just called your cousin a mark because of that damn response that he just gave me. So to me making I could have made some money off you this weekend. Oh my god, no.
no. What happens if it was them?
What in the right cynical book in mind would say the Uso has something to do with Rey Mysterio attacking him? Rather, what you held that you at WrestleMania Backlash with the same predicament that there, you did a copy and paste here on SmackDown. Same predicament, different person. And as we go into the main event, Dominic was out there by himself, facing Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts, right? Who came in at the very fucking end and didn't do nothing. And still, Dominic and Rey Mysterio retained the belts. Now, that's not how, from WrestleMania Backlash to here on television, you must not be watching the same match. And then the Uso come out afterwards, face to face, as Roman enters the back in the dressing room, watching all this transpire, and now he's having some thoughts in his head.
He probably said thing like, yeah, you know what? It'll be real good for all three of us to have belts.
But then, can Jimmy fall into line? If they would have won, is Jimmy really going to fall into line yet? No. He's still a babyface. He hasn't even got turned out to be a heel yet. Mm-hmm. So I don't see that happening yet. I only see this happening at a pay-per-view where it's meant something more than what you're going to get on television. So they're going to save that championship, the So they're gonna say that championship switch at Hell in a Cell. They're not gonna do it no damn next week. And then what? With the playoffs, WWE is going to do a title change to counter a playoff match. I mean, a playoff basketball game. Stupid move. You still would have lost anyway. So good luck, Mark. So now Juice's new name is Mark. Now Juice's new name is Mark.
Everybody knows a change is going to happen.
We all know a change is going to happen. It's just people just don't know when it actually is going to happen. And this is such a key word that I said in the beginning of the show that it might affect me, Mike, and you, and the two other Maverick and Carew, by the way. A swerve.
And this is why, like I said, we already know. This is why I keep saying we already know that change is going to happen within that tag team division once Usos come back. It all depends on who's going to hold the title. We already knew that once Ziggler and Rude lost the belts to the Mysterios, that they'll just hold them for I don't know how, just for a little bit until just for a little bit, and just hand it off to them.
Yeah, transitional champions is what they call them, sir.
Yeah, traditional.
Same thing like The Miz was to Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Transitional champions. That's it. So let them get their trophy. You have a little baby run, but you're not going to be a full-time champ like me. Like, you don't equal ratings. Those two equal ratings. That's what they're telling them about. That's what they're telling them behind backstage.
And you won't think for right now. For right now,
until Hell in a Cell, the Mysterio family will still have them tag belts, but they're gonna drop them then to the Usos when they are full blown heel. What I mean full blown mean like your bloodline wish just true.
Or just like I said, so next week, and then have that rematch at Hell in a Cell where they can fight fully become on Hill.
That'd be reverse Brooklyn one, but you're gonna have your little Samoan fancy theory over there, logical theory over here. But let's go to the special edition of Friday night AEW Dynamite that happened last night. Whew. Okay. So, in front of a full capacity crowd at Daly's Place, AEW Dynamite is in full swing. Then we got Darby Allin coming out and facing a one-on-one match with Cesar Bononi. He ended up winning that match with the draw off top. Hits his rib pretty bad, so he's still selling the injury from his ribs from being thrown down the stairs a couple weeks back and getting mollywopped by Miro. Darby cuts a promo afterwards to say he wants to face Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky tonight, but they turned his challenge down and told him that he must wait until they embarrass him at Double or Nothing. Yes. The wingmen attacked Darby and Sting, so Page and Sky gets involved till the Dark Order comes out to make the save to chase them off. Sting's first official match in 6 years. In the tag team match, this is what I said. The Swarm. Then again, you might never know when it comes to this. And this is WCW all over again. I'm not going to expect anything less or more than that, for that matter. The Big Show, Paul White, is a weigh-in, and let me just get this out the way now. The stupidest segment I ever seen in AEW. Period. Stupid as hell. Plain fucking just stupid. Like Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston 2010 RKO botch. Stupid. Just stupid. Paul White holds a weigh in between Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo. Cody weighs at Ogogo weighs at 219, so he's 1 pound heavier. QT Marshall goes on a rant saying that Ogogo has the advantage and will win at Double or Nothing. You're making it seem like this is going to be a fucking bump. And I'm going to do a tirade from Ric Flair from back in the day to Ricky Steamboat. I don't care if you have a kid, you have a wife. This is wrestling. You don't bring that shit in. You're here for my spot, and you're never going to get it.
Yeah. Side note, you guys know Anthony, whatever his name is, his backstory?
Yes. He is a priest. Yes, he is a reverend. Yes, he's a reverend, but also he's legitimately blind in one eye from a boxing competition, I think, a few years back.
Yeah, I didn't know. He was a world champion boxer.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
I did not know that. Got that
It's probably some boxing people, though. You know.
So, a boxer turned wrestler.
But I have a question about that, right? I have a question about that. So Anthony Gogo Boza, right? He's a wrestler now, right? So what happens if he gets into a match with somebody and then they pull an old school like Mr. Fuji and throw the salt in his eye? Is he literally blind?
He's literally blind in one eye. Yes.
Yeah,
like, he's like, yeah. I'm like
blind.
legally blind. Like, so like, he had already like addressed that already. So like, he is legally blind in one eye. I think it's his right eye. I think.
It's his
does he have a handicap sticker?
Wow, you're fucked up. Wow. I mean, wow. I would hope so.
Because you can use that in the match. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on. You know
no, you're gonna bring out handicap fucking little thing and put it on. And put it on his truck. And say, "I'm handicapped. Don't touch me." You know what that's gonna signify right then and there. That's gonna signify a shot towards handicapped people, bro. That's wrong.
It's like the Boondocks with Mr. State Nina and Pops. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got lucky. Okay, hold on. You laughing, right?
No. Oh my God.
The week prior when they were fighting, and then Anthony Gogo came out, and then he tried to swing, and because he felt that pressure, he made a switch and then tagged him with that uppercut to the kidney punch. I mean, you know, when you blind, your other senses kind of happen. So we might have a human Spider-Man on our hands here.
No, you mean Daredevil? You mean Daredevil was the blind superhero?
Who cares? Same difference.
Oh no. Okay, we're moving on from this, man. Cause this is gonna make me laugh way too hard that I might actually have a heart attack, from this, and I'm blaming you for that. Wow. Yo. Holy shit. Okay. Hangman Adam Page. Stop. Okay. Hangman Adam Page defeats Joey Janela. Taz is at commentary. Taz is at the commentary table. Taz says that Brian Cage is going to beat the hell out of Hangman Page at Double or Nothing. And Team Taz on him. Page told Cage that he's expecting more from him. They told Cage to be a man one at Double or Nothing, and Cage agrees. So someone's gonna tell me that we just might not even see this happen. But then again, we can always get hit with Swerve with this. See, I told you, man, AEW loves to give you swerves. So this whole match card is gonna be 7 minutes. It's gonna be predictable. Others aren't. So good luck to you, Mike. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Good luck, because if I do win, I swear to God, I'm gonna blow up you every day on this whole damn vacation. Just saying, damn, bro. If we went the other way, you would have been talking so much shit to me right now. But now it's my turn. Oh man. Okay. Next, we got Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston sent the message to the AEW Tag Team Champs, the Young Bucks. This is going to be 2. I'm telling you right here, right now, I feel a swerve. 3 matches in here, and it's going to affect the balance. It's going to be the balance is shit the power, nonetheless. Christian Cage brawls it out with Powerhouse Hobbs backstage. So that's going to be the whole part of the Casino Battle Royal. That's happening on Sunday as well. So I kind of like where this is going. AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the Good Cock, but the Lucha Bros even the odds. The Orange Cassidy comes out and ripped the contract that Don Callis gave him the previous week. Cassidy took out Omega Impact with an orange punch, an orange Superman punch, I guess. The Cassidy then poses with the AEW World title. This is the biggest swerve. Oh my God. Then we get our milk chocolate honey dip. Yeah, as I want to call it. Jay Gargano, Cotton King. Then Jay, I guess, officially signs with Mark Sterling as her manager, as previously backstage. Big Money Matt Hardy tried to come in and try to swoop the deal from that, but then he comes in, you know what I'm saying, hits him with that contract talk, boom, and that's the you know, Jay got her agent, I guess. So,
well, Jay Cargill, can you please come talk to Uncle Fats?
Body slam his ass like Nia Jax did to her trainer. On TikTok.
Nia Jax will never. First of all, let's get one thing straight. I am not a fucking trainer. I'm not Nia Jax's trainer. Nia Jax ain't slamming shit. She catching his dick, but she ain't slamming shit. Now, Jay Cargill.
But she can train you too.
Yeah, she can train me too, but she getting 2 backhands in the uppercut before she picked me up. I'll tell you that right now. Daddy got to slap that ass real quick before anybody takes him off his feet. I don't play that shit. You gotta take this from me first before you can do anything over here. Now, Jay Cargill, I might have to make an exception, but there's no way in hell whoever you had that child by, and for that motherfucker to leave you, like, I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, I wish I could find out who the fuck it is so I could send him an email and call him a bitch ass motherfucker. He can suck my dick. That's what he can do.
Jesus Christ.
I don't care if you famous. Listen, this is certain shit. Like, we all know. I mean, you know, you go through relationships, you get a dime a dozen. But someone with the likes of that, like, you not saying you can put that in check, but I mean, she's bad, bro. Like, she gives me beyond goosebumps. Like, she's the type that I would literally drop all females, and all females would be obsolete. Okay. You give me someone, Jay Cargill. Oh, listen, we working out together. I'm eating them booties like groceries. I'm gonna make sure that you all point. Anybody that's not coming for an autograph is getting cut off it. And I'm not talking about you getting brought. I'm cutting your face. I'm buck 50 you so she can't talk to you because you're ugly and you're suffering from a face wound. Like, we're not having that. Like, Jay Cargill, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to see you. And I'm going to talk the shit out of you. Then I'm going to grab your ass, and then we're just going to have to fight for it. And anybody else that disagrees, you're really going to have to fight me for it because I'm going to fuck you up if you go after Jay Cargill. That's mine. That's my taking it. Nobody else's. I had to claim my food, bro, before anybody else did. That's what a fat motherfucker does when he's hungry. He claims what he wants to eat, and I want to eat that delicious meal 24/7. Now, Nia Jax, she's more my dessert. That's like my red velvet cake. You know what I'm saying? She's soft, she's moist. You know, she's a little nutty. You know what I'm saying? She, you know, got some coconuts in it. You know, from the island of Samoa, but you know, that's my go-to pastry with some nice milk, you know, coffee, 2 subs of dessert. You know, I got the best of both worlds. You know, I got a lean cuisine. And then I got a fat snack. Yeah. I'll go fast and live large, baby.
That was a lovely rant. Thank you.
Moving on that moving on for that triple threat food fetish that I just heard. We got Miro defending the TNT soon to be TBS championship against Dante Martin to retain. After the match, Lance Archer comes out and confronts Miro. They brawl, and Archer got the upper hand. And I told y'all I wanted this match, but now I'm conflicted.
I'm not.
This is going to be a little.
That's long overdue. Like, you got to look at it. Lance Archer.
No, I know that, but because of me facing Mike, I'm in a predicament where each and every of these pick counts. That's the point.
But you got to think about what was to come. Like everybody knew when Miro stepped into AEW, we knew that before the year was out, or before his year was coming up, him being in AEW, that he was going to get a title shot one way or the other. It didn't matter whether it was tag team, TNT, or the World Championship. He's a championship wrestler. But the question is, his character and his the way he portrays himself is like a monster. What other guys sizes up to Miro? Lance Archer, Will Hobbs, what's his name? Brian Cage. You got guys that really can bring that heavyweight type agility to AEW that makes it interesting. And yes, it's a conflict with your picks, but this is what we do. This is where that swerve comes into the mix. You gotta trust your gut and know your shit. And know, okay, regardless of whether they win or lose, this is what you pick. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna like the picks when certain shit don't happen, but this is why we go after the belts. This is why we make the bets, because we feel what our picks are is right. This is going to be a 5-star match. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If they plan it right and they do it right, this will be one of the biggest matches in AEW this year. If they let Lance Archer and Miro go at it for the belt, this will be a straight 5-star match from beginning to end with all the theatrics. You got two crazy ass motherfuckers who will turn on their manager and their friends and still show them love just so that they can prove a point. That's retarded. But it's cynical and it's crazy, but that's what we like. So why not bring that shit to the ring and do it towards each other and create one of the biggest matches in 2021 for the company? That boosts up the ratings, that boosts up views, and not only on top of that, it gives us something to talk about for weeks to months and probably years. You know what I'm saying? People are still raving about that knockout match between Thunder Rosa and D&D. So I mean, we know what it takes to bring a 5-star. The question is, who's going to do it first? Who's going to do it first? That's my question. That's my question for the group. Who's going to bring that 5-star match of the year first for 2021?
I can honestly say it's not going to be any one of these matches that's going to be all double or nothing.
That's all this. I was like, I don't know.
It's probably going to be when Daniel Bryan does the whole journeyman shit, and somehow Kenny Omega intertwines with that.
Would you say Big Mike? Hold on. Big Mike was about to say something. Would you say Big Mike?
I was going to say it's going to be a solid pay-per-view. There is not going to be no match of the year on this card.
No. And then I said the only way I see a 5-star match happening is if with the Daniel Bryan situation right now, him currently being and if things do work out between AEW, Impact, and New Japan still, he's going to be somewhat intertwined with that with Kenny Omega. That's going to be the 5-star match.
Okay. I'm sorry to say it, but I think the matches. You guys, Ishida versus Baker. You're telling me that won't be a match for the title?
No. Close to a 4.5 match, if I can envision it, but I can definitely see a couple botch moves or a couple of miscues happening.
I'll give you that on your opinion, but I'm gonna say that could be a 5-star. That could be a 5-star match just because how Brent Baker herself.
But that's different. That's different on two different levels and two different people, two different standards. It's all about the chemistry. It's all about chemistry.
She she's been keeping her shit ever since that match, bro. Her promos have been lit. The way she's been presenting herself in front of the camera is like she's unstoppable, bro. Like I hate to say it, I agree with Deuce on this one. Britt Baker has really stepped her fucking game up, bro.
But does that really signify a 5-star match just by doing promos before it? It's all about the psychology of a match itself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be a 5-star, but it's going to be close to a 5. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not going to be the way that the Dustin versus Cody match. That was a true 5-star match because we didn't expect that. We didn't expect a lot of stuff. The timing was right. We never got to see that match in the damn first place as wrestling fans. And then you have blood, and people miss blood at a pay-per-view for a new company that's trying to set the tone and standard. Everything aligned with that match. I'm saying for this one, something's this Hikaru Shida hasn't been as being there consistent week after week after week after week champion.
Okay.
That's why I said that. And then that's why everyone knows Britt is going to take the belt off her on Sunday because now her time has come.
Right. But what I'm saying by her taking the belt off, don't you think that they're going to say, okay, Shida, you know, do what you do, turn it up a little notch to make the match more exciting before you lose it, because you know she's gonna get her rematch later on down the road. But I mean, she's held the belt for what, almost a year, or a year or so. She hasn't lost the belt, and she successfully defended it, regardless of the stipulations that she had. Even going against the person that she took the belt from first time, Nyla Rose. So I mean, it's. I get what you're saying, but I'm just hoping that they don't give us that bullshit ass match where you just, let's just fight for a little bit and we know you're gonna get the belt. No, let's make it exciting. No. Let's make it exciting to where it's nothing less than a 4.5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
Yeah, I get it. I get it though. Yeah. But as we see in AEW pay-per-views lately, there's always going to be some fuck-up somewhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shut
up, Mike. I know
that. Mike's laugh. Because I probably would have laughed too. Because for the last 2 pay-per-views, they messed up a couple of times. And we all said that.
Yes.
So when it comes to pay-per-views, they need to hit the home run when it comes to pay-per-view because that's your biggest buy. That's what people are spending their money buying this pay-per-view or buying these tickets to go to watch this, and they don't get what their money is worth.
Tragic.
Okay, so can I
that's
the point. Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Before all this shit started, we were able to stream and do all this other shit. How many times have y'all in this OTTR family have ordered a fucking Mike Tyson fight knowing good and well that shit was gonna end in 30 seconds? Okay, in the first round, in the first round, you're spending $50 or $60 to see a 30-second fight.
Actually, you're spending $50 to watch a series of other matches on that match card before the main event. Right, the main event is what brings people to buy the pay-per-view, but it's also the undercard that gets you intrigued as well. You feel what I'm saying?
But how many times has Mike Tyson's undercard matches before his main event has been watchable? Nobody wanted to see that shit. Everybody wanted to see Mike Tyson knock this motherfucker out in 30 seconds. That's the whole main attraction.
But then that's the same equivalent of but that's the same equivalent of everybody watching the NBA in the 90s because of Michael Jordan. And they didn't have to pay cable. And then they didn't have to pay a pay-per-view to watch Michael Jordan play. They watched it on TV. A monthly bill.
Right. But now in this case, you're paying to see a lot of good shit trying to come together to create something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Yeah, it's when it comes to some of these pay-per-views recently and lately, it's been trash. It's been trash. Like I give it to y'all. I didn't like the ending on a lot of these pay-per-views because it just bit the bullet. But like I also said, they are a full year in, even though they've been around for 2 years. They are a full year in. Give them some time.
Still,
Give them some
we
time.
get does take time. We understand that though. But when it's a pay-per-view and money is on the line, and as for a company that needs to get a good buy rate, so we got to be able to say we need to make no damn mistakes. I know that this is what our second year is, what is looking like for right now, but within those couple of years, we have to fend from those mistakes and make sure that we doesn't reoccur in this day and age. Otherwise, you're going ass backwards. But then again, I get what you're saying about that because we really do gotta move on anyway. We talk about this one topic way too long. I'm just hoping and praying that AEW just gets this pay-per-view right. They give me all the matches that's planned. Couple of botches. I'm expecting a couple of botches to happen. I'm expecting some things that might not happen, could happen, but I'm expecting some surprise visits from. I'm expecting a couple of title changes. I'm expecting I'm expecting non-title changes to happen. So, but one man to stand tall is still going to be going on because he's the top draw for wrestling as of right now. But as we're going to go forward, because we really lost our time. Hikaru Shida comes out and she's presented with the new AEW World Women's Championship belt. Who's that backstage? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay. Hikaru Shida was presented with the new and improved AEW World Women's title belt. If y'all take a look at it, go take a look at it. Thank you, Tony, for making it bigger, by the way. Robinson told Shida to enjoy her moment while she can as the DMD era begins at Double or Nothing. Yes, my dentist is about to come after that belt. Next, we got Sky defeating Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. After that match is over, Darby Allin comes out with a parade of fake sting. With a parade of fake stings. Excuse me. A parade of fake stings. Sky took out some of them, but one of the fake stings is revealed to be the real sting. And Darby seeing Chase on Paige and Sky. Not bad.
That was Deal, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, anyway, I just wanted to make sure.
Last but not least, we got the Inner Circle about what they've been through since the debut episode of Dynamite. All the members took turns talking about their history together. Because Jericho said if they go down this Sunday, that they will go down the blaze of glory and share the hug. The Pinnacle, the interruption, revealed that they kidnapped Jericho's close friend, Dean Malenko, hog-tied him up to the football pole, and Inner Circle ran to go rescue Dean. But gets jumped by the Pinnacle. The Pinnacle beats them down in the stadium. End the show, gearing up for Stadium Stampede. And that was AEW Dynamite from the special edition from last night. Nice. Okay, boys. Y'all know the drill. Who gets the show of the week? Of course, we already know who's the trash heap of the week, obviously. But go ahead, Mike.
I haven't watched AEW yet, so I'm not going to. I need to watch it to know. It sounded like a good show, but I have to watch it first. So I'm gonna keep AEW out of it, and I'm actually gonna say NXT was the show of the week. I enjoyed NXT this week.
Uncle Facts.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I know this is gonna be weird, but I can fuck off. We'll go with SmackDown as the show of the week, then AEW, then NXT, and then Raw.
Dukes.
I'm gonna go with AEW. SmackDown, NXT.
All right, I'll go with SmackDown, AEW, NXT, and then Raw, of course. The rumors is concerned. As of recently, Tony Khan has just recently just fired the AEW's Spanish commentator from last night's Friday Night SmackDown. I guess apparently he had gotten he made fun of Shida's accent and was mocking her during the Hikaru Shida celebration and all that. So that's kind of a low blow. Man, don't pick on Shida like that, folks. Next, we got Mikey Rip is stopping all public appearances due to the health issues that he has right now. Have y'all looked at the list that he had put down of all the stuff that he's been going through health wise? Y'all need to take a look at that list, man, because that man had. And God damn it, man, like, that's just crazy. And now the best when it comes to because wrestling does take a lot out of you, and if it's not treated right or treated at a responsible time, it can lead. And this is one of those cases, folks.
So you gotta blame that one.
Why?
All right. He was supposed to, like, I remember watching the documentary of ECW. And he was supposed to retire. Take a couple years off. And this is the third time that WCW was taking ECW wrestling. Like, they took off Sandman, but at the same time they took Sandman, they took Mike Whitmer. Mm-hmm. And when they took him, it was a straight massacre for him.
Oh, but at that time when that happened, wasn't he just getting over injuries?
No. He was supposed to relax. But WCW made that big ass offer. And what are you supposed to do?
Made an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Exactly.
That's like the drug game. You want to get off the drugs, but then you get that 1 kilo. Call your name. And then lo and behold, that shit gets you life. I mean, I wish him the best. You know, it just sucks that wrestlers like him really have to suffer a lot. And no one really tends to see how they're doing. You know, and it sucks, but
indeed. WWE is supposed to be in talks with New Japan Pro Wrestling relationship.
Daniel Bryan.
Damn, it's really like that now.
Yes.
Right. I heard fuck Daniel Bryan. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how Daniel Bryan got the big fuck you from you about WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling's business.
All right, here's the reason why. WWE's doing this because of Daniel Bryan.
And they're doing this because of AEW too.
No, they're doing this because of Daniel Bryan.
They're doing it also for AEW too because they're seeing what the hell that they're doing with their talent as well.
Mm-hmm. And they're seeing how successful it was.
Mm-hmm. This is just about one person, bro. They're just trying to make it more seem like it's about Daniel Bryan, but then they're trying to give you a smoke screen.
I don't think it's a smoke screen. I think what it is that the fact that they don't want to lose the yes movement that was so major in WWE at some point in time, to where if he takes that, they can't control that. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where if Daniel Bryan doesn't re-sign with WWE, he goes someplace else. That's a huge market for that yes movement to move to where it can boost up any rating. So if he goes to New Japan will have an association or affiliation with WWE.
Yeah, but wouldn't Daniel Bryan yes movement belong to WWE in the first place because they trademarked it? So either way, he would be going back to the American Dragon gimmick.
Yeah.
So he couldn't do the Yes movie even,
But I'm saying, even if he didn't do it, the fans themselves are not going to let that go.
Right. They're not right. Oh, but it's not like they're going to be doing mad editing each and every episode that he's on just to edit that whole chant out. They're not going to happen.
Yeah, so that means his name really is going to have to stand with him because nobody's going to want to see him under any other name than Daniel Bryan, the Yes Man. That's what helped his career to become to where he's at right now. Yes, it was under WWE, but the success came from that whole yes. That's what the success of Daniel Bryan was. What made Daniel Bryan who he is now. Not discrediting from his hard work, but he tried leaving.
Well, if you want to say that it made him more popular with the Yes movement, but it was really his in-ring work that he had put on and done throughout the Indies, and then went into WWE and got over with his in-ring before the Yes movement came. The Yes movement just put more of a marketing that now we can get behind this man and he can make us some money.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not discrediting his work ethic. I'm not discrediting the effort that he put into it. But because people attract to what they see, not what they hear. So they see a bunch of people going, yes.
Wait, no false. If you promos, you wouldn't even get over with the fans. Without the promos, your wrestling ability just does not mean shit.
True, but us being fans, I'm talking about the guys in this show. Us being fans, we've seen what promos can do, how they can make your career and break your career. And Daniel Bryan has always been decent behind the mic, but who he has teamed up with while with his tenure in WWE, teaming up with the likes of Kane and becoming one of the most infamous tag teams in that era of that time, the Yes and the Hell No, like that was major. That was very major. It might have been stupid, but that was very major because not only did it help boost him, it also helped boost Kane a little bit more. Even though Kane was a monster himself, way before all that. Sometimes certain wrestlers get, they kind of die down, but all it takes is for one little thing to spruce things back up. So if Daniel Bryan goes someplace else to Impact, or if he goes to New Japan, he might go under another name, but the fans are not going to let that Yes go. That's going to be a scam. So it doesn't matter if WWE owns the rights. It doesn't matter. He cannot say it. If the fans say, what they're going to do? They're going to mute the fans?
Duh.
You're not going to mute the fans.
Duh. Or they're going to be editing, or they're going to edit the whole thing out. So whenever you do see it later on, it's not going to be there. Now, come on now. We see what WWE's been doing for years.
Now, let me ask you a question. Well, if this happens with New Japan,
I mean, they're in talks. Everything's not solidified as of right here, right now. It's just discussion. More to it.
No, I'm saying if it happens.
If it happens.
That's it.
Okay.
What would happen with wrestling?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like those wrestlers New Japan that going on to WWE. They might have like what the wrestlers gone. Like take those L's. Like we put the kick in. You might see those great matches, but I don't see that much.
Listen, I don't know as of right now. As long as Vince McMahon is still in that chair, period. And New Japan Pro Wrestling and Americans are kind of not having that best relationship right now. Good luck trying. Okay, So, but we really got to move on from there. Cardi B has been announced that she's going to be the host of SummerSlam this year.
She can suck a fat one. That girl ain't worth shit. She told motherfuckers that she don't cook. Who the fuck want to marry that?
I don't know,
She
man.
got to do other things right.
I'm sorry.
But next, we got Okada versus Takagi will take place at New Japan Pro Wrestling's dominant pay-per-view match that's happening soon. Get ready to do that. Paul White will be doing a commentary at Sunday's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. What else did I miss out on in the previous week? WWE has been releasing people for the last few weeks. Of course, they just released Velveteen Dream effectively like 5 days ago, so they made it official now. He made a post basically explaining his side of the story about what was going on and stuff like that. I don't know how people feel about that.
I didn't read it, so what happened?
You should read it. Yeah. You should basically just read it. Anyway.
That's some bullshit. I don't feel like reading, but I'm eating.
But you should be reading this when you probably go to work today then. I'll probably send you the link to it or whatever. Next, we got Eva Marie's role on Raw and return date being this. So basically, she's just coming back to being a jobber. And supposedly her return is set on the June 21st edition of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it's to bring some more pretty faces back to the women's division. That's all it is. This man is going back to his old antics of bringing in these cuties with no booties and subpar talent.
You're an idiot.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're laughing, but it's like, let's look at it.
I'm laughing because it's real.
Right. And it's like you think about what Stephanie had did when she changed and revolutionized the women's division by putting the women on Front Street. This is not going to be the women's division of old. You're going to have to work. And what them 4 women, including the ones that helped out at that time, were able to do was turn a lot of shit around. And a lot of these cuties that got by with their looks and doing these little antics and swirls and little spank hits and shit like that is no longer acceptable. Now you have to really wrestle and take hits and fall and do all this other shit. And then it's like Vince McMahon is slowly but surely showing that the fact that it doesn't matter what we like, what he feels goes. So you bring back Eva Mendes or Eva Marie, whatever the fuck you want to call her name. You're bringing back a subpar talent that just has cute looks with no body.
Okay.
She ain't got tits, she ain't got ass, she just got legs and a beautiful face. So we got boobs too. Man, listen, fuck her. She ain't got no boobs.
But anyway, we gotta move on. WWE had released Tom Phillips. Stupid move. And to add more insult to injury, they are hiring Jimmy Smith from FS1's Sports News to be the new play-by-play commentator for Monday Night Raw. Jimmy Smith even admitted he knows nothing about. So why are you hiring him?
Because he has a commentator's voice. One.
It's not the point.
It's
not the point. It's not the point.
You got to look at it from an asshole standpoint.
It's not the point. You let go of a lead commentator that actually did a pretty decent job, better than the other one that they brought on Monday Night Raw, and they just a few days ago, and then you bring in someone that knows. Boy, this is another Art Donovan incident waiting to fucking happen.
Well, that's just like I blame WWE. It's just like how WWE pulled the wool over everybody's eyes when they thought Michael Cole's name was Michael Cole when it's Shawn Michael Cole. So what's the fucking difference?
Hey, it's a huge difference between this. If you can't do a color commentator and you do not know basic wrestling moves, you should not be there. Period.
Before saying it,
ain't no shit.
And on top of
the person that was Kevin Kelly. A person who knows wrestling. So I think they got throw something right there.
So you have bring. So you have bring Mr. Kelly back.
No, who's the bald-headed dude that used to? Who's the bald-headed black dude that used to be on wrestling? Who was a commentator? Who got his ass whipped by The Rock, and then he ended up being on Sports Center. Yeah, the coach. You need to bring his ass back.
Okay. Next, we got Finn Balor wants to return to the WWE main roster. Money in the Bank will be take place in front of live fans. So as we already announced that. Anything else that I probably have missed? Yeah, just a big and then the basic WWE announces their 25 city tour when they announced 3 new states, so they're updated to 25 city states. It's supposed to be and one more news. WWE is in talks with John winning the Money in the Bank match and having him face off against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam this year.
That's stupid.
To that one. Yikes to this one. I don't know how people should be feeling about this, but I really don't like it. And then if so, didn't Roman have already beaten John Mercy 2017?
Yep.
So why do we need this again at SummerSlam?
Just to repeat the rivalry history between Cena and the Romans.
I mean, listen, unless you tell me the magic words, John Cena is going to come back for maybe like a good 6-month period and then turn heel for the very first time. Maybe you can try to pull the trigger on it, but you can't do a double switch at SummerSlam with Roman none of the fuck less. No.
Hold on. So John Cena, wait. John Cena was never a heel?
No, he wasn't here when he first came in, but I mean, he hasn't been like a full-fledged heel. But I mean, he hasn't been like a full-fledged heel for the third babyface.
Okay, so how many years did it take for Hogan before he became a heel?
It took him way too long. It took him
over 20 years.
No. Excuse me. Actually, it's a heel before in the Independents, but then when he went over to the AWA, he became a face. Then we get into WWF. He was a super baby face. CW. Bash at the Beach, 1996, when he turned heel, I guess for the true first time. I'm guessing in the public eye. I have no concrete conclusions when it comes to that. Let's say, and who's about to get arrested back there? So then I got y'all bail money. So but yeah. So we don't know about that, but I don't know about this whole John Cena and Money in the Bank thing just yet. I don't, and this should be helping another upcoming star, not someone that needs to. I can't say that needs to come back, but WWE wants to come back. That. But that's the end of the show. We only got 4 minutes left, man. This is part 1 of 3 of the season finale for season 3. To later on today, we'll have the prediction show with some of the boys. They come back to give the predictions for AEW's Double or Nothing for Sunday Memorial Day pay-per-view. And plugins and shout-outs. You can follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. While we're on vacation, keep them numbers up, man. Numbers, viewerships up the whole 9 yards. YouTube, Anchor, Breaker, Radio Public, Google, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, and Audio. You can find us at Stream All episodes, please. Thank you. Part 1 of the season finale. Part 2 is later on tonight. Boys, do your plugins and shout-outs. Paper Champion, I'll get your picks from you later on today or by tomorrow, hopefully. I'll send you the match card. I'll send the number 1 contender match participants their match cards a little bit later, too, after I make up the sheet. Paper Champion, I'll see your jabroni ass on Sunday.
Yeah, whatever. The talking's over now.
Talking is over. Talking is over, baby. The bell's about to ring. This is about to be round one. This is Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, man. You know what's about to go down.
All the talk is over. It's time. I already told y'all. Y'all gonna learn to respect the king.
I respect shit.
And I hope you win your number one contenders. I'm rooting for you to win your number one contenders. I'm rooting for you.
Either you or married to win number one contender, so I can actually whoop the mollywop out of both of y'all. How about that? Okay? So once this supposedly fake king goes down, I'll be sitting here at my throne on vacation with the belt. You're going to see me take tons of pictures and stuff like that, and I will be glowing all the way the fuck around the whole damn summer. Ha! Good luck, Mike. Uncle Fast Juice, do your plugins and shouts, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Doobie, you going
shout y'all. Shout to all this slap nuts out there in the world. Good episode. Mind my real plugins later.
Okay. Well, shout out to all my baconers and baconettes. Unfortunately, I won't be part of the second show, but I will be part of the third show because a brother has to work and go make money. I want to shout out to all the OTTR family Anchor for allowing us to do our podcast. WWE, you still ain't shit. And shout out to the Lucha Bros and the OGs for putting on the decent match that I'm watching right now before I head out the door. Even though I don't give a fuck, but I was just saying because I'm watching. And make sure every morning that you get a cup of coffee and have a couple of pieces of bacon with some cheese on it to start your day. Nothing like salty and sweet to make you feel good in the morning. Okay. Other than that, fuck off. Fuck these hoes because they ain't loyal and they ain't shit. And blood is thicker than water, and it doesn't have to be family related. Peace.
Part 1 of 3. We bid y'all a semi-adieu. We'll catch you later on tonight for the part 2.
I'm always the champ, bro. I'm always the champ.
Oh, and also, just for future reference, folks, we might be doing the prediction show in Locker Room. So if you don't have the app, download it now. I bid y'all adieu. Peace.
They're toe-to-toe. The Russian towers above the American. It's the true case of David and Goliath here. It's unbelievable, the condition of both men, but the Russian champion...
I must break you.
Oh, Ima! Ivan Drago wa Okiibaru kara taishite.
You know what it says back there about wanting to be you? Yeah. Forget it.